はい、皆さん、こんばんは。ラーネです。今回はね、ガヤに来てもらって、今日ガヤと初めて会ったなんですけど、じゃあ何かの自己紹介お願いします。
お願いします。私は24です。イスラエルから来ました。
なんだろう、自分もイスラエル行ったこともないし、しかもイスラエルっていう国ってなかなかイメージがつかないじゃないですか、どういう国って。だから今日はすごいいろいろね、イスラエルについてとか、あと日本に来てこうイスラエルの文化と日本の文化のカルチャーショックだったりとか、ちょっといろいろね、聞いていきたいと思います。ただ、一つの問題があって、ガヤはね、あまり日本語に自信がないみたいで、ベラナはね、あんまりに英語に自信がなくて、いい会話になるようにちょっと頑張っていきたいと思います。
頑張ります。
で、日本で今何をされていますか？
1 year. It is that I'm just gonna guess what the
Okay. 思ったより難しくなりそうです。はい。ラナは今日英語頑張ってます。
今はモデルですと、ラーメンチャンネル、YouTube ラーメン girl、ラーメン食べれます。
はい、よし、乾杯。
美味しい。
美味しい。
ビール、
そう、私はビールが好き。イスラエルのお酒って
ない、これない。
あ、これはない。
はい、コンビニない。
コンビニもない。
なし。
コンビニもない、これもない。でもこれ美味しいよね。
Very expensive. Very expensive.
それはちょっと困るね。もともとなぜ日本に来ようと思った？
初めてトリップ。
オッケー。
行きます。And then, wow, so beautiful. And I really liked 日本好き。I was in Tokyo for only 1 week. I felt like I need more, もっと。And then I wanted to go back to Japan. So I went because I missed it so much. And then I also met my boyfriend here, 日本人. I met my agency, my model agency. And I decided I want to stay in Japan forever. Because it's so good, like.
はい、ただーん。ラーメン食べるときも餃子一緒に食べてる？はい、じゃあ餃子こんな感じです。じゃあ私結構ラー油たっぷりかけました。美味しい。
In Israel, it's not allowed so much to have pig. So I'm really glad because I like.
You like?
Yeah, really. Like I haven't really tasted it until I came to Japan, and when I did in ramen and stuff, I was like, "Whoa, this is so much better! It's so good." Do you eat rice in Russia?
Sometimes.
For me, like also we have rice in Israel, and we love it. We have many dishes with it. But in Japan, it's with every meal. Like in Israel, I can understand if I eat meat, I eat with some rice. But here, with every single meal,
you have to eat rice.
Even ramen with rice, you know? It was a really big shock to me when I came here.
What about rice quality? So is the rice in Israel also good?
I think the rice is good, but the rice in Japan is much better. Because I mean, you can't compare it.
じゃあ、テーマに戻りたいと思います。これからはね、ザ・ベストカルチャーショック3つを聞いていこうと思います。3、2、1の順でいこうと思うので、じゃあ3つ目からお願いします。
はい。OK。英語。ごめん。3. The food. There is so many good foods here. I feel like the options are so much bigger here, and also it's really cheap. So I can enjoy eating outside in the restaurant every day. and I will still be okay with money, which is really good. And as we said, there is also convenient food, and in Israel we don't have it. You have to buy the ingredients and cook and make.
So by the way, what about the raw fish?
Raw fish. Oh, okay. Actually, when I was in Israel, I never eat fish. Never. From what I heard, it's very not fresh. In Japan, it's like real raw fish. So sometimes I go to eat sushi here and it tastes pretty good.
じゃあこれから2つ目を聞いていきたいと思います。
Second one. I think one of the best thing about Japan is how people are so polite and organized. I don't know how it is in Russia, but in Israel,
We don't have so much polite people in Russia.
you know how in Japan there is so much lines for shops or amusement park or anything. So like in Israel, nobody cares.
Yeah, in
Nobody
Russia is the
cares.
same.
And
If
everyone
you want
just
to go
like,
inside, but yeah.
let me through. And in Japan, everyone is respectful. You know, like I almost lost my wallet once on the train, and someone gave it to me.
Wow.
It's like really nice. So I really enjoy it here.
By the way, what do you think about safety here in Japan?
I feel like this is the first time in my life I feel safe to go at night. Even though I traveled in different countries in the world, and Japan is the only place I feel like it's actually safe at night. Like I feel really comfortable with that, and the trains are always on time. I don't know about in Russia, but in Israel
We don't have like a train schedule.
what do you mean?
You know, like we have timetable of the first train and the last train.
So what do you do?
Just go
And
wait for train.
Oh my god, I thought Israel is bad. No, because like in Israel, I don't know, maybe it's worse because we don't have metro, but we mostly use the bus, and the buses are really bad. Like so, like I'm walking 20 minutes to the bus stop, and I'm waiting, and it's really hot in Israel, and I'm waiting for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, no buses. Yeah, I hate that. It happens, and I was, I think, late for work. I had to take a cab or something. You can never trust it. It's been such a relief to live in Japan.
じゃあ日本人が礼儀正しくて優しくて、あとまあ時間を守って、まあそれにプラスね、電車も時間通りに来るし、あと日本は結構安全で暮らしやすいっていうことでしたね。じゃあやっとね、日本に来てから一番カルチャーショック受けたやつをちょっと紹介してもらいたいと思います。
Best one.
Best one.
I think the best thing that is in Japan is that there is so many things to do. I'll explain. So Israel is really small country. So usually when I used to live in Israel, I would not leave the house so much, only to see my friends once in a while that is in my neighborhood. And in Japan, every day almost I go out because there is so many things to do. Japan is so big. For example, amusement parks. I really love them. And in Israel, we only have like 2. Only one is kind of close to my house, and it's really like old, not nice and scary.
Scary.
Yes, I love Disneyland, and we don't have it, so I'm really enjoying it. And there's so many like activities and parks. You can go see sakura in the spring. What about you?
I was living in St. Petersburg. It was not a small city, but to say the truth, the time, like my personality, it was a little bit dark, not dark.
Maybe introvert?
Yeah, I don't like to going out with people, didn't have so many friends, so I just prefer to stay at home and reading books, watch some movies or something like that.
Now in Japan, do you go out more?
Yeah, I really like to go to travel around Japan, so I also like go for some sports activities, hiking, bouldering, surfing, snowboarding.
Wow. Yeah,
But
so
I'm
much
not,
stuff.
yeah, I'm not good at it at all, but it's really
Go to onsen. Onsen is really good activity.
I like onsen so much, especially temporal, the outdoor bus.
It's magical, right?
Yeah.
It's like a movie.
Yeah, especially in winter time when you have a lot of snow everywhere.
Yeah. I went to Hakone.
Oh, Hakone
Which
is
is really
great.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, I think it's like a moment I will forever remember in my life. You know how there is a few moments? And it was onsen. And we had like a private onsen in the thing, but there was also outside onsen. And it was like a small bath. And when you look out, when you're like in the bath, everything was like stars
Wow.
and like trees. And I almost cried, I think, because it was so beautiful.
はい、じゃあガヤのカルチャーショックはこの感じでしたね。まあとりあえず一番ね、びっくりしたことがやっぱね、東京とか日本とかすごいやることが多くて、まあね、いろんな趣味ができて、もう毎日はすごく楽しく生活をしているっていうことでしたね。私もね、すごい東京が好きで、もう毎日やることが多すぎて、ほとんど家に帰ってこないですね。まあ帰ってこないっていうか、家でやっぱもう寝るとシャワー浴びてるだけなので、まあこれからもたくさん楽しいことをしていきたいと思います。とりあえずこういう感じの話が面白いと思ったら高評価ボタンやチャンネル登録お願いします。また次回でぜひ次の動画でお会いしましょうね。じゃあねー。
またね。